So today we're going to go on a tour of 5 different breweries in Sonoma County. Obviously Sonoma's known for its wine, but there's actually over 30 micro and craft breweries within Sonoma County itself. And the craft brew industry has actually had a bad rap recently, in as much as 2025 is actually the first year when the number of craft breweries have shrunk for the first time rather than sort of continue to grow. So this industry is definitely under a little bit of pressure, but today we're going to go and check out 5 breweries which are definitely among the best in Sonoma County. And it would be rude to start anywhere else apart from Russian River Brewing, and that's where we are today. This magnificent 85,000 square foot facility just on the south edge of Windsor obviously complements their main and the original brewery that they've got in Santa Rosa. So we're going to go inside, take a look, and we'll talk a little bit about the beers and then also go on a little tour of the brewery. So before I go and get a beer, we're going to go and take a look at where they're actually brewing the beer. And if you're driving past here, you'll see the huge silos, which is obviously where they distill the beers. So let's go inside. We're going to take a self-guided tour, which you can do any day of the week. And then at the weekend, you can actually take a guided tour. So yeah, let's go and take a look. In fact, you can already smell the beer when you walk inside here. I've never actually been in here before, so it'll be exciting to take a look. Well, you can see the open top fermenting there. I think I said distill before, but of course you ferment beer. So yeah, that's impressive. I mean, the scale of this place is unbelievable. I mean, we walked up 4 flights of stairs to get up here, so it just shows you how big some of these tanks are. I mean, they call it a microbrewery, but this seems to have gone beyond the scale of microbrewing. It's definitely become a mainstream brewery, but the scale of it is seriously impressive. I'd love to be able to tell you what's going on here, but I'm definitely not a brew aficionado. Although I can tell you that this is where they bottle. That's my great insight for this section. But yeah, there's a lot of bottles going through. Yeah, it's pretty noisy up here, so God knows how noisy it is down there in amongst all the bottles flying through the bottling rack. I don't know how many bottles an hour they produce, but it's clearly a lot. One of the beers that Russian River Brewing is famous for is Pliny the Elder, which is definitely their flagship beer. It actually used to be on limited release, but that's no longer the case. But now it's been, I guess, superseded by Pliny the Younger, which is actually a triple IPA. Pliny the Younger is a double IPA, and that's the beer that's now on limited release, which I believe is in February. So yeah, if you want to come to the brewery around that time, then it's definitely a party atmosphere as Pliny the Younger gets released. So yeah, it's a super cool beer. It is a double IPA, it's pretty strong, it's over 7%, but actually it tastes like pretty fresh, not overbearingly hoppy like some double IPAs. And then 2 of my other favourite beers are, we've got Blind Pig, which is definitely a slightly lighter beer, and then also another favourite of mine, if you fancy like a hoppy beer, then the Happy Hops IPA is also really great. So they do a great selection of beers. I believe they also have stouts as well, if you want to have a stout. So yeah, it's a ton of selection. We're in the shop at the moment. So yeah, if you want to stock up, then this is definitely the place to come. So we're now in the tap room, which, as you can see, is obviously there's a huge bar here, but they do also serve food. So sort of classic brewery sort of pub food, but it's actually a really nice setting, and they have a really great beer garden outside. So definitely a great place to come in summer to enjoy the outside, get yourself a Pliny, and while the afternoon away. So yeah, that's the overview of Russian River Brewing. Great place to come. We'll now go and check out another brewery right in the heart of Windsor. So here we are just outside Bowell Brothers, another great place to come and taste beer. It's actually just opposite our Windsor office, right by Oliver's, in case you're looking to find out where it is. And it was actually founded in, I think it was 2015, by 3 brothers-in-law, which is actually quite an interesting story. And it's definitely known for its beers with like cheeky beer names and interesting flavours. And they'll often have beers that are specialist beers that are only served in the tap room. So yeah, I don't know if they've got any of those today, but yeah, let's go inside and take a look. So the great thing about this place, you actually buy beer by the ounce. So it's a really great place to come and taste multiple beers, or clearly you can just settle in and have a 21-ounce beer all for yourself. So yeah, let's go and check one out. So one of the ones that they're really well known for is the Dad's Pants beer. So what you do, you put your card here, and then you just literally help yourself. So then 3 ounces of Dad's Pants right there. And then I also know that I also really like the hazy, so let's have a little taste of that one as well. And one of the ones that they're also really known for is a double IPA. So I'm not going to have that as well, but just that's worth checking out. And then the other thing that they've started doing quite a lot of, and which is a huge movement across California and in fact, you know, a lot of the US, is the move towards non-alcoholic beers. I must say, I didn't used to think that they were a thing, but I've actually started drinking a few more non-alcoholic beers just to give myself a break. And I have had a couple of the non-alcoholic beers here that are good. And you'll also see that non-alcoholic beers in places like Oliver's and Big John's, they've now got huge sections dedicated to non-alcoholic beer. So anyway, we're not here for that today. So we'll just go and try these out. And we'll head over to the beer garden and check them out. So the other thing worth knowing is if you are here Monday to Friday, 3 o'clock to 5 o'clock, then they do have a happy hour. So all of the beers are discounted. And they also have a specific happy hour food menu. So they've got things like smash burger, nachos, soft pretzel sticks. So yeah, some great options if you're here early. And then they do have a more expensive menu, which is served after 5 o'clock. And then they've got everything from the usual pub grub. They've got burgers. They've got like Cubana sandwich, banh mi. So yeah, really great place to come. So yeah, this is the Dad's Pants Pilsner, and I have had it before. It is a really good Pilsner. Yeah, super fresh, not too, pretty light as you'd expect. And then the reason I like the happy hops as well is it's not quite as sort of cloying as some hoppy IPAs are. So again, it does taste sort of quite fresh. Again, it is over 7%, but then it's hard sometimes getting an IPA in California that's less than 7%. So yeah, let's have a little taste. That's good. And we're actually here on a Wednesday, and Wednesday is, they actually have trivia night, which I think is one of their busiest nights of the week. So yeah, if you're into quizzes, if you get here in summer and it's a Wednesday and the standing room only, you know why. It's time to get your trivia boots on. So yeah, it's got a great outdoor space, leads into the indoor space. They have sport on the TV. So yeah, if you're doing the shopping at Oliver's and fancy a beer afterwards, then come over here. So that's Bauer Brothers. So those are our 2 ones in Windsor. So now we're going to head north, just a 10-minute drive up to Healdsburg and go to Fog Belt Brewing, which is a really, really cool little spot by the train station. So yeah, we'll head over there. So here we are at Fog Belt, which is just on the south side of Healdsburg. And the reason I'm standing in front of a train is because it's actually right by the old train station, which is also going to be the location of the new smart train station, which will be opening in 2027. So yeah, if you ever come into Healdsburg on the smart train in future, then this bar will be literally right where you get off the train. So yes, Fog Belt Brewing. They've got a place in Santa Rosa, which has been open since I think 2013. But this actually opened during COVID, so I did feel badly for them. I mean, what a terrible time to start a business. Most of the seating, in fact, all of the seating is actually outdoors, and they do have it covered. So you can come here when it's not sun shining. We're here at the moment. It actually rained earlier on today, but it's a great place to come. Come rain or shine. But in summer, it's an awesome place to just hang outside. They do have TVs above the bar. I actually used to come here when the Soccer World Cup was on, which is also happening next year, which I'm super excited about. because they have the football on, whether it's 8 in the morning or midday or whatever. So yeah, it's a really great atmosphere. They do great beers. So you may be wondering why it's called Fog Belt. Well, they actually got their name because they take their inspiration from the coastal area of California, where there's redwoods from Big Sur all the way up to Oregon. But yeah, it's a super cool name. They've got some great beers. So yeah, let's head over to the bar and have a little taste. So I've got the Pipe Dream, which is a West Coast IPA. So they obviously serve food here as well. Everything you'd expect. They've got burgers, lots of burgers, chicken sandwiches, nachos, spring rolls, yeah, full works. Actually, on Monday to Thursday, they have happy hour between 3 and 5. And on Thursdays, it's actually trivia night. And then on Tuesdays, they have Taco Tuesday. So if you're really into trivia, then you need to check out Barrel Brothers on a Wednesday trivia, and then come up here on a Thursday to Fog Belt. So yeah, it's great place to come. Hang out by the bar, sit outside. It is dog friendly as well. So yeah, you can bring your furry friends. And then yeah, just hang out and enjoy it. So we just left Fog Belt, and now we've come all the way over to Sebastopol, and we're actually at the Barlow Centre, which, if you've not been to Sebastopol, is definitely worth checking out. It's a super cool area. It's got coffee shops, it's got restaurants, it's got breweries. So yeah, there's tons to do and hang out here for the weekend. And what we're doing today is actually going to go and check out the Crooked Goat Brewing Company. So definitely one of my favourite breweries in Sonoma County. Often come here, meet up with a friend who lives in Petaluma. So great location if you're in Russian River, if you're in Santa Rosa, just out on Highway 12. So yeah, come and check out Crooked Goat Brewing at the Barlow, and we'll go and taste some of their beers. So here we are, Crooked Goat. We are in the outdoor sort of covered area, which in the summer they actually uncover this. So yeah, it's got tons of seating. I know they have live music here as well at various sort of days of the week. They're known within brewing for using a technique which is a fast brew technique, and the idea is that it's always like fresh beer fast is their sort of strapline. So since they started, I think they've made over 350 beers, and they actually established this location in 2016, and they do a huge range of beers. They've got pale ales, they've got hazes, they've got sours. So yeah, well, let's go and take a look at, we'll go and check out the board and see what they're pouring today. So yeah, this is the Slacker, which is the pale ale. And then we've got the Dream State, which is the hazy, 7%. And then this one is the blackberry beer, as the colour suggests, called Bramble. I mean, definitely not my thing, but actually on a hot summer day, you could imagine having that. Definitely a session ale. So the Crooked Goat doesn't actually have its own kitchen, but one of the really cool things about this place is you can actually order food here, and then it's brought in from various different restaurants around the Barlow Centre. So there's a Mexican restaurant, which is Asitos, which obviously serves the usual fare, burritos, tacos. It's got various different bowls. And you can also order from a place called Salt and Sea, which I think is a new place. And the menu there is heavily sort of Hawaiian, lots of poke bowls, California rolls, so Japanese Hawaiian style. And then the other one, which a lot of people know about, very well known pizzeria called Acre Pizza, serves exactly what you'd expect from a pizzeria. So yeah, definitely a good place to come if you want food in a sort of tap room environment. But yeah, it's lots of food to go out. And I have eaten here a number of times actually, and the food does come, as quickly as if it was made on site. So definitely worth checking out, particularly if with a group of people you can't decide what to eat. Everyone can order something from a different restaurant. Perfect. So one of the really cool things about this place is if you want to take any of their beers home, they literally pour it straight out the keg, and then they'll put it into the canning machine and literally can it right in front of you. So it's totally fresh, ready to go. So yeah, I'm getting a can of the Dream State, and also a can of the Slacker Pale Ale. So how cool is this? It's not something you see in every brewery. Give it a little spin, seal on the lid, and there we have it. Bish bosh. So that was Crooked Go, armed with my 3 takeout cans. So Crooked Go, open every day apart from Monday, open all through the afternoon as well. And you can actually get cheaper, they do a promotion in the afternoons for a special beer as well, which I didn't mention earlier. So yeah, let's head on over, and we're going to go back into Santa Rosa now and head to Hen House Brewing. So we're now at Hen House Brewing, which is on the west side of Santa Rosa. This one actually opened in 2016. Their original location was actually in Petaluma, and they've also got one in Novato in Marin. So yeah, let's go and take a look, and we can talk a little more about the beers and go take a look inside. So yeah, I'm enjoying the Basso here, which is a West Coast IPA with a slight sort of citrus flavour to it. Really good. 6.7%, so my general rule is try and not go over 7% on a beer. It's the general rule. They actually started out focusing on Saison beer, which are the seasonal beers which I believe are made from the sort of, the leftovers, if you like, of harvest. So they've now broadened out, so they now cover like West Coast IPAs, hazes. We've also tried a sour as well. So one thing they are known for is, creating beers with stories. And one series of beers is called the Conspiracy IPA series. This is one of these right now. It's the Reptilian Shadow Government Double IPA. And they also have got one called Chemtrails, which is part of the Conspiracy IPA series. So yeah, lots of fun, fun stories around their beers. The actual tap room is actually really nice. I mean, it's a good, nice indoor space, not one of those huge cavernous spaces, so definitely a good place to come and hang out. They don't have any kitchen here, so it's specifically serving food, but outside they've got a taco truck, and then so they will have different food trucks here during different days of the week. So yeah, it's a great place to come and hang out with friends, try the beers. The staff have been amazing, just helping, just letting you sample anything before you actually decide to choose your beer of choice. So yeah, great place to hang out.
So this is called the Witchcraft Saison. I asked for a sour because that's the only kind of beer that I like to drink, and this is the closest thing to it. It's finished in peach brandy barrels, so that's very flavorful. It's very rich, but it has a sour finish, which I love. It's crazy sour, but you have to like this kind. I feel like IPAs to me are too sweet. I don't like sweet things, so I like the bitter and sour. That's just who I am.
So that's it at Hen House Brewing. They very kindly gave me a can of beer to take away, which is really nice of them. So yeah, we've checked out a few breweries, one in Healdsburg, we've got Windsor, Sebastopol, Santa Rosa. So we've tried to cover a range of breweries around the county. Hopefully there's one or two of those that you'd really enjoy going to. So if you've enjoyed this video, please do like and subscribe. We're always doing videos about best places to visit in Sonoma County. If you are interested in ever buying or selling a home in Sonoma County, please do get in touch, David@BruingtonHargreaves.com. And until the next video, go well.